Hey everyone, welcome back to Chelder, the channel where we dive into all sorts of crazy and fascinating facts about, well, everything. Today, we're going all the way back in time to explore the mighty Roman Empire, an empire so legendary that it's still influencing us today. From gladiators to emperors with some questionable decisions, we've got 30 facts that'll make you see ancient Rome in a whole new light. Let's get into it. Fact number 1. The Roman Empire was not just Rome. The Roman Empire, at its peak, didn't just encompass the city of Rome itself. It stretched across 3 continents: Europe, Africa, and Asia. It included vast territories, from the chilly islands of Britain in the north to the sunny deserts of Egypt in the south. The Romans were known for their military prowess, and their ability to conquer such a wide-ranging empire made them the original global power, spanning more than 2 million square miles. Fact number 2. Romans loved their public baths. Public baths in ancient Rome weren't just places to get clean. They were social centers, community hubs, and even places to do business. These bathhouses, some of which were massive with pools, saunas, and even libraries, were part of daily Roman life. Romans of all classes would spend hours there relaxing, gossiping, and catching up on the latest news, making bath time as much about connection as hygiene. Think of it as the Roman version of a spa day, but with more public nudity. Fact number 3. The Romans invented concrete. Roman concrete was one of the most innovative building materials of its time, and its durability is why so many ancient Roman structures, including the Pantheon and the Colosseum, still stand today. The secret? Volcanic ash. Unlike modern concrete, Roman concrete actually gets stronger as it ages. So, while we might be stuck repairing cracked sidewalks, Romans built entire cities that are still standing after 2,000 years. Talk about concrete goals. Fact number 4. The Colosseum could hold over 50,000 spectators. The Colosseum, one of the most iconic structures in Rome, could hold an estimated 50,000 spectators. Imagine a sports stadium packed to the brim, but with people watching brutal gladiator contests, moxie battles, and even wild animal hunts. It was the ancient equivalent of modern-day sports arenas, where Rome's elite could enjoy all the drama and gore while cheering on their favorite fighter. It wasn't just a building. It was Rome's center of entertainment, socializing, and spectacle. Fact number 5. Roman roads were the best of their time. Roman roads were considered engineering marvels, and their construction was so advanced that many of them are still in use today. At their peak, Roman roads stretched over 250,000 miles across the empire, connecting major cities and military outposts. These roads weren't just for travel. They helped maintain the Roman military presence across the empire, allowing soldiers and messages to move efficiently. There's still the blueprint for modern roads, so next time you're stuck in traffic, just remember, Romans wouldn't have let those potholes slide. Fact number 6. Julius Caesar was assassinated by his best friends. Julius Caesar, one of Rome's most famous leaders, was assassinated in 44 BCE by a group of senators, including his close friend, Brutus. The murder, carried out on the Ides of March, was a result of Caesar's increasing power and his decision to declare himself dictator for life. It was a shocking betrayal by those closest to him. Proof that in the world of politics, even friendships are not safe from a little stabbing, literally. Fact number 7. Romans had their own version of fast food. The ancient Romans loved their food, and they didn't always have time to cook. That's where the Thermopolia came in, essentially ancient fast food joints. These small shops serve hot, ready-to-eat meals to busy Romans on the go. Popular dishes included stews, sausages, and lentil soups. It's like the Romans invented food trucks centuries before it was cool. So next time you grab something from a street vendor, give a nod to those ancient entrepreneurs. Fact number 8. Roman women could own property. While many ancient civilizations gave women very limited rights, Roman women enjoyed a degree of freedom and legal independence. They could own property, inherit wealth, and even divorce their husbands if they wished. This was a remarkable advancement for the time, and it gave women some control over their lives, especially when compared to their counterparts in other ancient societies. Of course, they were still expected to run the household, but at least they had the means to do it their way. Fact number 9. The Roman Empire had a massive network of spies to keep their vast empire in check. The Romans relied on a sophisticated network of spies, known as the Frumentarii. These spies infiltrated cities, armies, and even other empires, gathering intelligence and ensuring loyalty. They often posed as merchants, soldiers, or farmers, blending in to monitor everything from political dissent to military movements. Imagine ancient Rome with its own version of CIA agents working undercover at every corner. Fact number 10. Roman gladiators were celebrities. Gladiators weren't just fighters. They were the superstars of ancient Rome. Famous gladiators could make a lot of money and gain significant public adoration. They were sponsored by wealthy patrons who saw them as investments, much like modern sports figures are sponsored by brands today. Gladiators had fan clubs, merchandise, and even endorsements, making them the original athletes of ancient times. Who knew a sword fight could land you a sponsorship deal? Fact number 11. Romans didn't use forks. Despite their advanced civilization, the ancient Romans didn't use forks. Instead, they ate with their hands, spoons, and knives. Forks weren't introduced in Rome until much later, so their idea of fine dining involved picking up food with your fingers or using utensils that were more about function than form. I guess that's why they had such strong hands. Too many olive plates to balance. Fact number 12. The Romans had aqueducts to bring water into cities. The Romans were pioneers in water management, and their aqueducts were vital to keeping cities supplied with fresh water. These engineering marvels carried water from distant rivers and streams into Roman cities, where it was used for drinking, bathing, and irrigation. Some of the most famous aqueducts, like the Aqua Appia and Aqua Claudia, spanned dozens of miles, allowing Rome to thrive as a bustling metropolis. Without them, the Roman Empire would have been much harder to maintain. Fact number 13. Roman emperors could be bizarre. Some Roman emperors were, to put it mildly, a little eccentric. Take Caligula, who was said to have made his horse a consul, or Nero, who allegedly played the fiddle, or more accurately, the lyre, while Rome burned. These emperors were often seen as unstable, irrational, and prone to making decisions that had the whole empire scratching its head. Clearly, Rome had its fair share of characters at the top. Fact number 14. The Roman Senate was a big deal until it wasn't. The Roman Senate started as a powerful institution made up of wealthy and influential citizens who advised the king. Over time, as emperors gained more power, the Senate's authority waned. By the time of Julius Caesar and his successors, the Senate had become more of a formality than a ruling body, essentially a glorified advisory board with less and less say in Rome's political affairs. Fact number 15. Romans loved chariot races. Chariot racing was the equivalent of Formula One racing for ancient Romans. Held in massive arenas like the Circus Maximus, these races could feature up to 12 teams of chariots, each racing at breakneck speeds around the track. Fans were obsessed, and the sport was a huge part of Roman entertainment culture. And just like modern sports, there was plenty of drama, fierce rivalries, and, of course, betting. Fact number 16. Roman soldiers were trained to march in formation. Roman soldiers weren't just trained to fight. They were trained to march and march well. Roman legions could march up to 20 miles in a single day, often while carrying heavy armor and weapons. This remarkable endurance was one of the reasons why Roman armies were so successful. They could cover vast distances quickly and maintain impressive organization on the battlefield. Fact number 17. The Romans invented the Julian calendar. Julius Caesar introduced the Julian calendar in 45 BCE, which was a major overhaul of the Roman dating system. It gave us the 365-day year with leap years, a structure that's remarkably similar to the calendar we use today. The system worked well, but it wasn't perfect, which is why we had to tweak it later with the Gregorian calendar. Still, Julius Caesar gets the credit for putting us on the right track. Fact number 18. Romans used lead pipes for plumbing. Romans were known for their advanced plumbing systems, but they made one fatal mistake. They used lead pipes. While the Romans knew how to bring water into their homes and public baths, the lead material in the pipes may have contributed to health problems, including lead poisoning. So, while the Romans were excellent engineers, they may not have had the best ideas when it came to public health. Fact number 19. The Roman Empire had over 200 holidays a year. The Romans loved their celebrations. There were over 200 public holidays throughout the year. These holidays were a mix of religious observances, festivals, and celebrations of military victories. With so many holidays, there was always a reason to throw a party or take a day off. Sounds like a pretty good work-life balance to us. Fact number 20. The Roman Empire was the largest slave society in the ancient world. Slavery played a significant role in the Roman economy, with slaves working in fields, homes, and even gladiatorial arenas. Slaves were considered property, and their treatment could be harsh, but many slaves could earn their freedom or buy it, depending on their circumstances. Despite their important role, slavery eventually became one of the contributing factors to the empire's decline, as economic shifts reduced the need for forced labor. Fact number 21. Roman coins were used to spread propaganda. Roman emperors used coins as a way to spread their image and political message throughout the empire. The coins would often feature the emperor's face, along with slogans promoting their virtues or military victories. It was like an ancient version of a political ad campaign, ensuring that the emperor's face and message reached even the most far-flung parts of the empire. Fact number 22. The Romans loved to throw big feasts. Roman feasts were a grand affair, with endless platters of food, wine, and entertainment. Wealthy Romans would host elaborate banquets where guests reclined on couches and enjoyed dishes like roast peacock, stuffed dormice, and sweet pastries. It wasn't just about eating. It was about showing off your wealth, status, and ability to host an unforgettable party. Fact number 23. Rome had its own fire department. In ancient Rome, there was a specialized group of workers called the cohorts vigilum, who were responsible for firefighting and preventing fires. These workers patrolled the city to look for fires and respond quickly to any incidents. The fire department was incredibly important, considering how densely populated Rome was and how easily buildings could go up in flames. It's the ancient world's version of modern firemen, but with more wine and less safety gear. Fact number 24. Romans loved their graffiti. Graffiti was actually a popular form of expression in ancient Rome. From political messages to love notes, Romans would write on walls, doors, and buildings all over the empire. Archaeologists have uncovered thousands of pieces of ancient graffiti, providing a glimpse into the daily lives and thoughts of ordinary Romans. Who knew that graffiti artists had been around for over 2 millennia? Fact number 25. Roman women could be powerful. Though Roman women didn't have political power, many wielded significant influence behind the scenes. The wives and mothers of powerful men could shape policy, influence elections, and even secure military victories through their connections. Some Roman women, like Livia Drusilla, wife of Augustus, were so powerful that they effectively ruled the empire without ever holding an official title. Fact number 26. Romans invented the fast food industry. As cities grew larger, many Romans didn't have time to cook meals at home. Enter the Thermopolium, an early version of fast food restaurants. These establishments sold hot, ready-to-eat meals to busy Romans on the go, offering a wide variety of dishes like lentils, bread, and meat. The concept of fast food has clearly been around a lot longer than we thought. Fact number 27. Romans believed in many gods and goddesses. Roman religion was polytheistic, with gods and goddesses for just about everything: love, war, the harvest, the sun, the moon, you name it. Each Roman family would have its own household gods, Laras and Penates, and many citizens would also worship the larger, state-sponsored gods like Jupiter, Juno, and Mars. Religion was an important part of everyday life in Rome, and the gods were always part of the conversation. Fact number 28. The Roman Empire had a postal system. Long before email or FedEx, the Romans had their own postal system to send messages across the empire. Known as the cursus publicus, this system used mounted couriers and relay stations to deliver letters, official documents, and other important messages. The speed and reliability of this postal system were key to maintaining communication and governance over such a vast empire. Fact number 29. The Roman Empire was one of the first to have a legal system. The Roman legal system laid the groundwork for modern law. Their system of written laws, like the 12 Tables, became the foundation for future legal practices in the Western world. Roman law also emphasized the importance of trial by jury and the right to defend oneself in court, ideas that are still crucial in legal systems today. Fact number 30. Rome didn't fall in a day. The fall of the Roman Empire wasn't the result of a single event. Rather, it was the slow unraveling of an empire stretched too thin. Political corruption, economic decline, invasions, and internal power struggles all played a part in Rome's eventual collapse. It was more of a slow, painful decline over centuries than the dramatic, instantaneous fall that many people imagine. That's a wrap on our 30 mind-blowing facts about the Roman Empire. Who knew that these ancient folks were so ahead of their time? And sometimes a bit crazy too. If you enjoyed these fun facts, make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss out on more cool facts about, well, everything. Catch you next time on Chelder, where we bring you the most interesting facts from every corner of history, science, and beyond.